Alright guys, this game has started. DaezanG here on the bottom right, and SnOw in the yellow on the upper right hand corner. And the map, of course, is Andromeda.
I think this is going to be a fun match. PvP is very fun on this map. I enjoy playing this, especially on iCup. ICCUP.net. iCup Cup.
iCup.
I don't know how to say it and make it roll off the tongue.
You know, actually, someone on the comments was asking, "Do you play on BattleNet, Nick?"
No.
No.
I'm never on BattleNet. If you see somebody on BattleNet, it's probably with my name, it's probably not me. In fact, my IDs are secret. Actually, well, I can take that back. I have been on BattleNet on a few rare occasions, just to play against friends. But generally, no. I'm generally not on BattleNet. I'm also never posting in our forums, so whenever there's somebody impersonating me, it's not me.
I think I've made a post or two, but check the IP. Make sure it's coming from Korea.
I think, let's see here. Double gateway, both scouting after the gateway. That's pretty typical in Protoss vs. Protoss. You want to get that gateway out pretty quickly. And now here's where the builds differentiate. Here we have the, one player going for pylon, gateway pylon. We knew if we kept it on our face long enough.
She's like, is it still
crack.
on me?
I think pylon gateway pylon is good in the sense that it allows you to get an extra probe out. You do get your gas a little bit later. Pylon gateway gas is something that you get the obviously you get the gas out a little bit. Whoa, hold that thought. Manor pylon. That is really going to hurt our player SnOw. That's going to hurt his economy, and you can see. Well, here's what ideally happens with the Manor pylon when I do it. If you get the pylon in there, this forces the Protoss to take his attention away from his ramp. Oh, and we see a counter Manor pylon here. They're both Manor pyloning the crap out of each other. That Manor pylon a little bit less effective. Actually, it's pretty good because it does force the probes to go all the way around. But right now, I think, I don't know. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying earlier. The idea behind the Manor pylon is that you force your opponent to take his attention away from his ramp. Then you get the one zealot up there, and then you go up there and try to take out a few probes. And you can see that's what's going on here. I don't know if it's going to be entirely effective. Oh, he did manage to get one more Manor pylon up. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that the probe is stuck behind the Manor pylon, so it's really easy to get with the zealot. Oh, and for those of you guys who might not get what I'm saying, let's say Manor pylon, that's when you block their worker in or block off a part of their minerals with a pylon. And we call it Manor pylon because people get really pissed off online when you do it, which is really funny. Especially if somebody's never seen it before. If somebody's never seen it before, it's so funny to see them react when you build the pylon in their worker line. They're like, what? What is it? I can't mine my minerals there. Like, this is so lame. Alright, well, looks like we've kind of had a moment of clarity here. Now we got to see how they're going to tag. They're both in the dark right now. Okay, it looks like he's going to go for the Nexus. Probably a safe move because that expansion's on high ground. And actually, they're both going to do that. Well, I don't think one player is drastically ahead of the other so far. All right, then we're going to see the second gateway here. Now, it's moments like these I can't over predict because there's just so many forks in the road that the Protoss players can take. So I'm going to take a minute and take a look at what they're doing. Okay, so he's going to go for the Robo Bay. The other one's going to go for the second gate. This means SnOw's a little bit more concerned about Dark Templars.
All right, again, I want to apologize to you guys. I know there's a lot of comments about lagging and stream issues, but you have to realize this is prime time for East Coast and West Coast, actually. So those of you in Europe, yeah, it's going to be pretty bad. There's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic. And yes, we thank you for it, but I guess we didn't expect so many people to be logging on right now.
Yeah, you know, at the beginning of this series, for the GOM TV Classic Season 2, we were not getting as many hits as we had expected to get in a normal, for a normal cast. You know, we were getting a lot during the final events of Season 1. So I guess we weren't expecting a lot of people to be tuning in despite this different time. So we just have so many hits. Or so many people watching live right now. Our servers are struggling to handle it. So some of you guys might be having a pretty clean stream, and some of you guys might be in lag hell right now.
Regardless, we appreciate you trying anyway and refreshing and watching our live stream. And thank you so much for supporting us. And make sure you tune in on Sundays too. If you can. If you get out.
Yeah, if you can. All right. So he's going to he's going to go for the robotic support base. So he's going to be a little bit more aggressive now. Our orange player it's just now finishing the observatory. He's going to end up with observers out a little bit later here. Actually, maybe not so much later because, our yellow Protoss, SnOw, is going to be getting a shuttle right before he gets the observers. So that might time out pretty evenly. Either way, what the Robo Support Bay indicates is that we're going to see some harassment or a push. Yeah, and in fact, they're both going to be doing that exact same thing. So it's funny, neither of these guys just yet, although they will in a second, have a very good idea of what their opponents are doing, yet they are both doing the exact same thing. So this kind of tells us that, maybe at the high level, this is probably an appropriate build to perform when you're playing in the dark. Post Manor Pylon incident. Because if they had not Manor Pylon each other, we might be seeing a completely different branch of events. Chain of events. Well, it looks like DaezanG's going to be the one to be a little bit aggressive here. This is the second time we're seeing DaezanG start at the bottom right. Now, he could put an observer on the, spotting that. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty common trick on this map. Now, this could be dangerous because SnOw is actually going for a very aggressive opener too, Dragoons and Reavers. But that's going to be some money lost for SnOw. I think SnOw is playing a little bit too timidly. I think SnOw could have rushed down there and driven that away immediately. And hold that thought. Actually, okay. So the observer's inside the main. I think SnOw realizes that. SnOw's going to try to find that observer and kill it. Oh! And it was a harassment tech. That Reaver's on the loose. DaezanG looks like he's going to rush back there and go for some harassment. This shuttle could get intercepted. Sniping the observer. SnOw needs to get down there and do some more. What is SnOw doing? SnOw needs to actually just get on the low ground and take that out. The angle of that high ground makes it not so strong, even when you're trying to fend off the low ground. I mean, that's my take on it so far. I mean, the high ground always helps, but you can barely put enough units over there. You can get surrounded pretty easily. Well, he's moving in with the shuttle again. The shuttle's cover's been blown. I think that was the right move by SnOw to just pull back. You know, when you have the shuttle speed, a lot of people say stuff like, well, shuttle speed's so expensive, why would I upgrade it? But the cost of shuttle speed usually pays off for itself, because you get that, you are definitely going to kill a lot of probes, and you're more than likely going to be able to escape with your shuttle and Reaver. So that's just really strong. And we've seen a little bit of back and forth action. Most of the concentration has been outside of SnOw's base. SnOw, though, doing a really great job. I have to say, both these players have fantastic builds. I'm a little bit fonder of SnOw's, but then again, you can see that upgrading that shuttle speed early on does put you in a little bit of a risk for that harassment intra-mineral net. Here comes the attack. Looks like Orange has a better concave. SnOw could be in trouble. Also, great Reaver shots being pulled up here by DaezanG. Those Reavers may have overstepped their boundaries. Grabs both Reavers. Gets in there, but I think Orange is going to have to just drive Yellow back. And you can see DaezanG is remaining aggressive, pushing in here. This is going to be tough for SnOw. SnOw took some heavy hits back there. And here it is once again. I think Zealot legs could be upgraded very soon here. The Zealots tend to absorb a lot of Scarabs, except they're not this time because he's target firing. DaezanG is going to close in and kill his opponent, I do believe. Those Zealots absorbing most of the Reaver shots. And oh! Never mind. Nice micro there by SnOw. And he's going to try to go and snipe down the Reaver. Well, the Reavers have been eliminated from the game, except for that one. I'm curious if DaezanG is going to try to get those Reavers back, or if he's going to, well, I don't know. The thing is, if he keeps going for those Reavers, he's going to have less Templars. I think SnOw seems to be kind of stuck going Reavers right now, because he got that shuttle speed, so he wants to utilize that. And yeah, you can see DaezanG's really starting to get an edge here. He just keeps driving these workers away at the mineral patches, and that just hurts. And DaezanG is just pretty much patrolling outside of his opponent's base. Okay, and here we can see, he's got to be careful. Now the shuttle's going to manage to sneak by. This is SnOw's opportunity to recover. And as you can see, the harassment always focusing over at these mineral locations. All right, that was close. All right, well, that's unfortunate for SnOw. He didn't do any damage at all. And he needs to start hurting his opponent. And you can see DaezanG's finally figured out that that's probably a good place to stay. Oh, no, he's not going to stay there, which is too bad because the shuttle's going to go right back over there. I don't know why he wouldn't park there. That's the exact location that the shuttle keeps going back and forth from. Oh, nice job there by SnOw. Snipes the observer. And I think we're going to see the drop. Here it is. Oh, bam! Boom! That was pretty nasty. Ugh. Barely gets out of there. Wow. Well, this is a pretty action-packed series, Susie. I gotta say, if SnOw can pull off a few more successful Reaver drops, he could be bouncing back into this.
Well, compared to the game we had last with Oversky and Heydori, SnOw is proving to be a much better player for his first broadcast.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Especially when you have games like this where it's really back and forth. Okay, he's going to move out now with the Reavers. The Zealots do have the legs, though. All right, he's going to rescue those Reavers. Nice save there. Moves out. I think there may be too many Zealots with legs. I think he's just going to get run over. I don't know why he even moved out right now at this moment. It's a bad decision overall. All he had to do was keep harassing with his shuttle and the Reavers while he takes the main at the top left. Oh! Well, it looks as though SnOw is going to deflect this attack. But I think he's probably going to be getting High Templars a little bit later. Oh, busted. Now, I was really wondering when that main expansion was going to happen. Good Protoss players always expo to the other main after they've taken all the most available expansions. And that's because the main actually has more mineral patches. I'm surprised at how many people don't notice it actually when they're playing StarCraft, that you really want to focus on which expansions have more mineral patches because you're just going to get so much more money. All right, a lot of units moving out here now. Now, it's really smart, too, to point out that SnOw built pylons at the other two most likely expansions for his opponent to take, so that he would have to kill those pylons before he can make nexuses there, which means SnOw could really gain an econ advantage. SnOw is playing really smart. All right, well, we're seeing both players tech up. And I think we should hold that thought. Sorry, I had to hand something to one of our tech people. I am back. Oh, look out! Oh my God! I think SnOw should have stopped going for the Reavers after he held up that last attack. It should be the phase of storm dropping now.
He's got one more Reaver. So.
I mean, going Reavers isn't bad, but he has to be using them.
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically committing yourself to dealing damage with Reavers if you do that. You don't always have a lot of freedom. The thing is, his Templar tech's just out later. So now Archons are out here. Archons melt jealous. So does Storm when they're hitting them like that.
I love these massive battles.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
There's so much going on.
Well, it looks like, unfortunately, for SnOw, he's now been cut off from his main, which means, oh, there's the Panda Bear guy. Hey, he's been cut off from his main, so I think this could be bad. He's going to have to hold at this ledge over here. He's got to stop Orange from getting up the ramp. DaezanG in pretty good shape right now, but DaezanG is going to need an additional expansion. DaezanG's now expanded to the middle left, as you can see on the mini-map. Well, since he pulled that army away, it looks like he's now going to go for the main. If he can get a few good Reaver shots here on the collective Zealots, he could be in great shape. The Reaver's getting target fired a lot, however, I think DaezanG may have overextended himself. The Archon's dealing a lot of damage, and here he comes up from behind. Another Reaver. Bam. What was DaezanG thinking? I don't know why he did that. DaezanG.
What kind of general are you, leading your troops to death?
I know. I don't know. What are these guys doing? Running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. He might be trying to prepare for a storm drop over there, but if he was really trying to do that, I don't know why he'd be putting Zealots there. He should be putting Dragoons. Well, I think SnOw's going to win this now. SnOw is just going to be able to slip over here and take out this expansion. DaezanG taking a serious beating here. Oh, this is just bad. This is really bad for DaezanG. Why does he have Zealots patrolling there? It's weird. Alright, well, the way SnOw wants to play now, he just probably wants to play passively and wait for his opponent to expand. Smart players actually, a lot of times, if they're way ahead, will let their opponent's expansion finish and then go kill it, so that they don't have the opportunity to cancel it. But you really have to be in control to know when those moments are. I don't know what that Templar story was.
Alright, here's the unit counter again. I really like this thing. God, it's genius.
Yeah, it's great. And you can see SnOw just has a lot more food when it comes down to it. And I think it's going to be a pretty interesting battle over here. But yeah, DaezanG is getting beaten down. He can just snipe those Archons with his Dragoons. But he should be target firing. There it is.
GG.
We're at 1-1 now. Pretty wild.
Wait, just a little while ago, weren't you thinking that SnOw's done? Yellow is done. And then he just somehow came back from that.
It was that bad attack to the main that DaezanG was threw it all away. Once SnOw got that expansion in that other main, then it was just something like, okay, well, this guy's going to get a lot more minerals. DaezanG kind of realized what was going on, and I think he panicked to some extent. That's at least what I took from that situation. But that was actually a very good game. That was one of the funner Protoss versus Protoss I've ever cast.
Funner, huh?
Yeah. It was funner.
It was funner. It was funner than the first one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, so third one. Looks like they picked Coliseum right away. They didn't even give us a break or anything like that.
I guess the players already pre-agreed to it, so we already know DaezanG played pretty strong on Coliseum, so let's see if he can do it again. Are we going to take a break, do you know? Or are we going to go right into the game?
I don't know, so I'm
sure.
reading the, oh my gosh, they're writing so much stuff.
They're speaking quite fast in the game.
They're whispering to each other in the game. I was trying to eavesdrop or whatever it is when you read. But there should be a small break. There usually is between game 2 and 3.
Yeah, they let the gamers as well as the casters go use the restroom, which is always good. But I don't know. We'll find out in a minute here. And then we'll get that clarified with our tech people afterwards.
They'll let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know. But until then, all right, so Coliseum, as they're 1-1, what was it? DaezanG won before on Coliseum, before.
Yeah.
God, I don't even know what to expect from this game, to be honest.
Well, SnOw's going to be feeling pretty good. That was a pretty technical game he won. He got off some great drops. He managed to secure the main, which means he was really thinking ahead more than his opponent was. And I think because of that, I think SnOw should be in pretty good shape. But we'll find out in a little bit.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why CJ handpicked this boy to be on their team. And as we know, DaezanG, I mean, he came into he started playing when he was 22, which is pretty old for a pro gamer. But then you have to consider that back when they actually started playing in 2000, like 1999, most players were older.
My heart feels like it's frozen. If you